Welcome to the Healthquest Charting Module training video. The charting module provides access to all patient charting information, including chart notes, scans, medications, problems, forms, and lab results. This window enables you to quickly view chart information, track the status of a client's ongoing treatment, create forms, and view scans on any client in your system. To open the charting window, from the tabletop, click the Charting button, or from the Client menu, select Charting. The header area at the top of the charting module consists of the Client Lookup field, Main buttons, and Charting tabs. The Client Lookup field and Main buttons will always be visible regardless which charting tab is currently active. Each area of the charting module is accessible by clicking on the corresponding tab. To start off, let's look up a client. Click the Lookup button. Type in a patient's last name and select the patient from the list. In the Overview tab of Charting, you can now see all of this patient's demographics, allergies, problem history, medical history, chart notes, medications, scanned and linked documents, and letters. To view individual items, right-click on them and the corresponding window will open, displaying the item. You can filter the list of chart notes or scans by clicking the Search button, typing in part of the description for an item, and clicking OK. You can also create chart notes directly from the Overview window by clicking the New button in the Chart Notes section, and renew a prescription by selecting the prescription and clicking Renew. The Main buttons at the top of the window give you direct access to the client card, labels, work lists, letters, and the chart printing window. On the Overview screen, click the New button. Select a chart note template. Optionally, you can select a chart note with defaults or copy a note from this patient's history. Chart notes with defaults have information already filled in. If you copy from a patient's history, the information from the previous chart note will also be copied. Double-click a blank chart note or select one and click OK. If you accidentally selected the wrong template, you can click the Change Template button and choose a new template. The chart note is now open to edit, fill out as necessary. Click Save when complete. If you desire, you can also lock the chart note, mark it as confidential, add a diagram, bill, print, or delete the chart note. Phrase lists enable quick chart note completion using predefined commonly used phrases. When creating a new chart note, you can either type text into the multi-line text field or select terms from the phrase list. Let's try it out. Place your cursor inside a text field. Select the appropriate term from the phrase list on the right side of the window. Notice as you make your selections, the words appear in the field. Phrase lists can be specific to chart note templates, fields, and also limited to specific doctors. For information on setting up phrase lists, please refer to the Designing Custom Templates section of the Healthquest User Manual. The Browse tab displays all patient charting information in order by date. To expand a particular date, click the plus sign next to the date. A list of items and actions will appear below the date. Right-click on an item and the details will be displayed on the right. Note that the right-click function does not work on appointments. To filter patient information and only display a specific category, select that category from the Show All drop-down list. To browse all chart notes, click the Browse All Chart Notes button in the left lower corner of the window. This gives you a short, text-only view of all the patient's chart notes, as well as the name and date of any forms added to the patient chart. You can filter this list by chart note type and/or date range. Select the options you wish to use for a filter, and then click the Filter button. The Medications tab is used to record and prescribe patient medication. The active medications are displayed in the upper left side of the window, and the inactive medications are displayed beneath. To create a new medication, click the New button. If you have favorite prescriptions set up, your list of favorites will appear. If the drug doesn't appear in the list, click Cancel. Type the name of the drug in the name field, or to look up a drug, click the ellipse button. In the drug field, type in all or part of the drug name. Notice there are many options for the search, such as sounds like, name contains, form, etc. Click the Find button. The window will switch to the Results tab with a list of search results displayed. Double-click on the drug name and the drug information will be filled in for the prescription. Add a dosage if necessary and any additional instructions. Click Save to save the prescription, or click Print Prescription to send the prescription to the printer. Note that prescriptions must have a doctor name to be printed. Prescriptions are automatically locked and cannot be edited or deleted after 48 hours. To renew a prescription, select it from the list on the left and click the Renew button. The Problems tab is used to record patient problems such as diabetes, hypertension, etc. To add a problem, click the New button. In the Problem Lookup window, you can search for a problem, type in a problem name, or select a patient's diagnostic code previously used and click OK. Now you can select or type in a severity, select a doctor, diagnostic code, status, and type in notes as required. Lab requisition forms are created using the Forms tab. After a form has been completed, it can then be printed and given to the patient or faxed to the corresponding lab. To add a form to a patient chart, click the New button. In the window that appears, select a blank form. You can also preview that form by clicking the Preview button. The form will be displayed on the right. If you wish, you can also select a template of a form. These form templates have predefined information already entered. You can also select a copy from this patient's history or a custom form. Click OK to continue. Fill in fields as necessary and click Save. The Lab Report tab is used to display the patient's lab results. When the lab result is highlighted in the top portion of the window, its details will appear below. Labs can also be reviewed by clicking the Reviewed button. Once the lab has been reviewed, the date it was reviewed as well as the username of the reviewer are displayed in the Date column. To print a lab result, click the Print button. To print multiple items from a patient chart, click the top Print button in the charting window. By default, the option to print only today's forms and prescriptions is selected. So if that's what you wish to do, you can just click the Print button. To select other items, check off the Type and Include section and select Items to print. Notice that each type has a number in brackets. That is the total number of items of that type on the patient's chart. Select all the items that you wish to print and click the Print button.